it, and then I put it back. I thought that was going to be more funny when I was standing in the back. Welcome to the 8th annual Montreal Sketch Fest. You guys, great. Yeah, that was really shitty. I know we're a small group tonight, or crowd, whichever one you prefer. But you guys, you want some show tonight? Okay, we'll just stick with that theme. Welcome. I'm very excited to be here. We got a lot of great acts here on tonight. We're also doing a screening afterwards, and I wasn't really prepared for this. I just came up, and I really don't know who's on. I know the first name. No, I know all of them. I can't remember. Great. So my name is Massimo. I will be your host tonight. Yes, great. No, fuck, we're past that now. Let's clap together. I will be your host. I'm just here basically to warm you guys up, get you in the mood for the show. Like, I don't really have to be like funny or anything. I'm just hosting. I will end up being really funny because I'm awesome. But I'm just here to bring up these guys. Before we start, usually what the host will do to get everybody in the mood and get everybody together, because by the end of all of this, we're going to be one big happy family. You know what I mean? We're going to be like a family, but we're going to be better than a family because we can have sex with each other. And really, that's what's missing out of a family. And some of you are like, dude, that's gross. But listen, we all have really hot cousins, you know what I mean? And you see them at family functions across the room, like, hey, what's good? No, you're looking good. Oh yeah, I'll see you later. Fuck. Too bad about the blood ties, but I'm just saying, we're gonna have a good time tonight. Usually what the host will do to just get people warmed up, get them in the mood, get them to open up, ask questions. And who's been to like, a sketch or comedy shows live before? Round of applause, yeah. Okay, so you know what I'm talking about, especially when you go to like a comedy club. You know what I mean? It's always the same questions that the host has. It's always like, is anybody from out of town? Or is anybody celebrating anything? And I'm fucking tired. Every fucking time I host a show, it's always so stupid. I guess I'm getting tired of asking that. And I thought tonight, you know what, Sketch Fest, you guys seem really cool. Let's try something different. So, does anybody have something that they would like to share with the group?
I love you.
Okay, great. And why do you love me? Have you met?
You're sexy.
Okay, great. I'm glad to share that.
She's your cousin.
What?
She's your cousin.
It's okay. I think she's like third cousin. It doesn't even count at that point. Okay, great. So she loves me. Anybody else?
My birthday tomorrow.
Okay, I was saying let's not do that. But you're right. Fuck that alternative shit. Is it your birthday tomorrow?
You want? Yeah.
Well, then who gives a fuck, bro? You know what I mean? We're doing celebrations tonight. Okay, somebody remove this guy. That's great. Well, it seems like you guys don't want to open up, so I guess I'll open up and tell you a little bit about myself. I'm Canadian. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. It's kind of a weird thing to say though when you're like I'm Canadian when you're in Canada. It's like really oh great, we have a few of those here. Well, Canadian. Like I was born in Canada. You know what I mean? But my parents are Italian immigrants from Sicily, so that makes me really hairy, and yeah, no, it's everywhere. It's everywhere. It's ridiculous the amount of. Well, I shouldn't say it's ridiculous. It's a curse, really, and it is a curse. Whenever I say that, people are always like, "No, Massimo, it's not a curse. You're Italian. Italians are known for being very hairy." And I'm like, this goes beyond the stereotype. Like I have hair growing on places in my body where it's not natural for hair to grow there. You know what I mean? Like it was natural 10,000 years ago when we were living in caves, but now it's like, and I know it's a curse because not only does it grow in really weird places, but it started growing there when I was like 7, you know what I mean? And I don't know what I did to deserve this curse. Maybe when I was like 7 years old, maybe I said something rude and impolite to like a short-tempered wizard. He put some sort of fucking hex on me, like he cursed me with like a Winnie the Pooh curse or something. And I am certain that it's the Winnie the Pooh curse because I fucking love honey. I love it so much. You know what I mean? I will see a jar of honey just sitting there, I'll pick it up and I'm like, I'm a bear! You know what I mean? It's so delicious. It goes with everything, you know what I mean? Also, I know it's the curse of the poo because not only do I love honey, but I'm always getting myself stuck in holes way too small for my body to fit through. And a couple of you laughed, most of you didn't, and that's cool because that joke always divides the room. You know what I mean? Tonight it didn't so much divide the room as brought most of the room together, but those of you who laughed, there's a simple reason for that. Those of you who laughed because you remember the old Winnie the Pooh stories. And those of you who didn't laugh, it's because, you know, the child inside of you died. And that's fucking sad when that shit happens. I'm 36 years old, that's pretty cool. We have any other 30-somethings in the crowd? I don't know why that's funny, 30-somethings. Is it because you remember the show from the 80s, 30-somethings, and then you're like, these people are fucking old. And then, now you're there. What's that? You're just laughing because that's a big number. I'm kidding. I'm not a douchebag. No, I like being 36 because now that I'm 36 years old, I finally have the option to sleep with younger women, right? And no, that was not an option that was available to me when I was younger. You know what I mean? Like, because now I'm 36. If I date someone who's like 12 years younger, that makes her like 24. That's cool. You know what I mean? Like when I was 24, if I dated someone 12 years younger, that was fucking gross, and I didn't want anything to do with it. But now, like, I can do it. And I'll tell you something, I got into my late 30s, and I thought it'd be cool dating younger women, but I don't like it. I actually prefer dating women my age. Actually, in fact, even a little bit older, like a woman who's 40. A woman who's 40, there is something to be said about a woman who, you know, has a job. No, because, you know, sometimes you want to go out for a steak dinner, you know what I mean? And I'm a comedian, I don't have steak money, you know what I'm saying? Like, I got ground beef money, you know what I mean? Like if a chick wants to get some burgers, I can take care of that, you know what I mean? But if she wants prime rib, that shit ain't happening. And like my father always said, he said, Massimo, why buy the cow when you can get some older broad to buy a steak? And he was right, It tastes so much better when it's free. But I dated a girl when I was 35 years old, so like last year. I was 35, she was 21, right? So it's like 14-year difference. And it gets weird because she's gonna say things to you and use words, and it's gonna make you feel old, you know what I mean? And it's not words that you don't understand, it's the words that you fully understand, it's just words that you haven't used since you were like 12, you know what I mean? And you hear these words, and you're like, oh my God, I am so dirty, old, and slightly aroused. Like, look at her, I did a good job here. But I remember this one time we were going out, and we're going for some drinks. I decided, let's grab a bite to eat. So I turned to her, I'm like, hey, you want to get some Chinese food? She's like, oh my God, Chinese food? Chinese food? I haven't had Chinese food in like a bajillion years. I was like, oh my God, did she just say bajillion? That's not even like a real number. But to be fair, women my age, when we were like 36 years old, they'll say stupid things too. They'll say stupid things like, where's your half of the rent? It's like, what? Rent? Grow up! Grow up! Like, that's the bajillionth time you've asked me that. You know what I mean? Didn't have it last month, not gonna have it this month. You know what I mean? Like, when you act like an adult and find the other half of the rent. Like, you know what I mean? Am I the only one who thinks around here? What was that? You want me to pack up my shit and leave? Fine, I'll go. I don't give a fuck. I got like a bajillion places I can go. I'll probably just go to my mom's, but you know what? You know what? She'll be happy to take me back. So, in fact, she predicted this would happen. So, joke's on you, lady. Nice, I like you guys. You're like you're into the jokes, like at the beginning, like go fuck yourself. I'm not being too dirty. Am I? Dirty. Dirty. Okay. Yeah, I really don't do that anymore. I don't want to be all. No, I'm 36. I've come to terms with all this shit. I've been doing comedy for 13 years now, and I used to do a lot of dirty jokes. And I started noticing like people would react, they'd be uncomfortable when I would do dirty jokes, especially about sex. And then I realized one day why, you know what I mean? Because whenever I do dirty jokes, especially about sex, people get uncomfortable because I look like a bad person, right? Whenever I do dirty jokes about sex, people get uncomfortable because I look like a sex offender, you know what I mean? And it really bothers me because I'll be like doing a joke, I'll be like, so I was lying in bed with my girlfriend, and people are like, you know, when he says girlfriend, he means a woman that he took hostage. She developed any kind of feelings, like a Stockholm syndrome kind of thing. Or even like if it's not dirty jokes, I just be like, do jokes about like my ex-girlfriend. Or like, when he says ex-girlfriend, he means a homicide victim. You know what I mean? She's, not his girlfriend anymore because she's dead. Which bothers me because I'm really sweet. I'm very nice to ladies. I would never ever do anything to harm a lady physically. I'm a little bit of a heartbreaker though. That never gets a reaction. But anyway, no, it bothers me. And I know I'm a good person because I was tested one time, right? Like I remember this one time, my ex-girlfriend, right? And when I say ex-girlfriend, she's still alive. She's out there, living her life, being a complete bitch. I remember this one night, she came up to me. She's like, "Hey, do you wanna play like a little sex game?" I'm like, "Yeah, I fucking love games that start with the word sex." She's like, "Okay, so check it out, right? So, like, I'm gonna be like lying in the bed, right? And the lights are gonna be out, and the door's gonna be closed. I'm all like sleeping, right? And then like you're a burglar, right? And then like you have like a ski mask on, and then you kick the door open, and I'm all like, oh my god, what are you doing here? And then you're all like, shut up, bitch! And then you hold me down, you tear off my clothes, and you start fucking. I'm like, no, stop! And you just keep on going. You're like, shut up! And I'm standing there like fucking horrified. I'm just like. Sorry, I don't mean to interrupt this little romance novel that you're writing, but kind of sounds like I want to rape you. She's like, yeah. I'm like, yeah, I'm not gonna be into that. I don't want to. She's like, why? I'm not gonna be comfortable doing that. Oh, okay. Is it because you're gay? What? No. Why? I don't want to reenact the rape scene. I don't know. I'm just a fucking good person. No, it's okay. I have a gay boyfriend. Do you want to watch Glee? Listen. Okay, I do want to watch Glee, but that's not the fucking point. The point is, I'm gonna reenact this fucking horrible thing. No, it's fine. I have a gay boyfriend. I'm not fucking. Okay, you wanna fucking do this? We'll fucking do this tonight, right? And I just run out of the room and I go downstairs looking for a ski mask. And I go from my closet and I realize I don't own a ski mask. You know what I mean? I don't own a ski mask because one, I don't ski, and two, I'm not a sexual predator, right? So I have no use for a ski mask. So I just grabbed like a black toque and I cut out some holes, but I did a shitty job. Like there's one hole like here, the other one's over my eyebrow, right? There's like the breathing holes in my ear for some reason. And I just run upstairs and I practice that first line, shut up, bitch. And I just kick open the doors, like, she's like, oh my god, what are you doing? I'm like, shut up, jerk, right? And then I just hear her face like, no, please. I was like, ah, I don't want to do this. I was like, what's wrong? I don't want to play this game. This game makes me feel horrible. Can we play the other game? You know, the game where you're like all into it and consenting? I like that game. That game is really cool. That game really turns me on. You know what I mean? I don't want to play a game where you pretend that you don't want to have sex with me. In fact, I'd rather you just pretend that you want to have sex with me. That would work a lot better for me. People, are you ready for some motherfucking show? Your first... No, there's nothing you here. Smoke bomb. I should have been there before. These guys are from Toronto. They were last year's Sketch Fest. They were also in this year's Toronto Sketch Fest, and they're heading off in 2 weeks to go out and do a show, a sketch show out in New York, a new comedy showcase or Canadian invasion. I'm not good with remembering things that people tell me. Please, put your hands there. You will also, I'm going to write this shit down. They will also be here tomorrow night with Letter Troop. Put your hands together. One on the stage, Ned and Dave.
Thank you so much for seeing me.
You're welcome. What seems to be the problem?
Oh, it's my health.
I know.
Wow, you're good.
I mean, can you be more specific?
Okay, you're good at being a doctor.
No, I mean, why did you come in here today?
Well, it's raining outside.
Oh, is it?
Well, not yet, but I saw a cow lying down, so it's only a matter of time.
I think you're confused.
No, it's a cow, all right. Stripes and everything.
Right. Let's start our examination.
Doctor, I'm not a piece of meat.
All right.
What are you doing?
Just narrowing down my diagnosis.
Ah.
Not a piece of meat.
Very smart.
How are you sleeping these days?
Kind of like this.
I see.
Is that bad?
It's not good.
Oh, no.
How's your breathing been?
What do you want to hear?
Any answer's fine.
Okay, good. 6.
That's wrong.
Oh,
Any nausea?
well, no, but I think if I put my mind to it, I could do anything.
All right. Sir, you're beginning to test my patience.
Well, doctor, isn't that your job?
No, I mean, I'm beginning to lose my patience.
Well, I don't blame them. Look how long you're taking with me.
Sir, I'm going to have to ask you to leave.
All right. Just let me know when you're going to have to ask me so I can get my stuff together.
No, I'm not asking. I'm telling you now. You have to leave now.
Oh, okay. Well, before I go, can you just look at this note from my cardiologist?
All right. Oh, good heavens, it says you have a leaky valve. That's very serious.
Sorry, that's from my plumber.
Oh.
Here's the one from my cardiologist.
It says you have a toaster stuck in your toilet.
Doctor, I'm new level with you. I never saw any cardiologists. I just wanted you to think I was cool.
Why would you do that?
I wanted to have a sandwich in the bathroom.
All right. You're going to have to leave now.
No, wait, doctor, please, just level with me. Am I gonna die?
Yes, of
Oh,
course you are. We're all going to die.
That's terrible. How long do I have?
70 years.
Oh, no!
That's a long time.
Yeah, maybe for you.
Listen, is there anything else?
Yes, there's one more thing.
What's that?
Live from New York, it's Saturday night.
Oh, listen, it's
What?
Tuesday morning.
Tuesday morning, I'm late for my doctor's appointment.
Here we go.
Barkeep.
Bartender.
Barkeep.
Service woman,
Bartender.
ale prevail.
A couple of thirsty guys
Thirsty
here.
guys.
Thirsty guys. Just ordered
Looking to
drink.
get some lip jockers.
Yes, listen, I'll have a gin and tonic.
And make mine a double, so that's
All right.
3 total.
You got that right.
All right,
Listen, while you're
thanks.
making that up, this may seem an odd question. I don't want to seem too forward or anything, but do you accept $50 bills?
What? That's big.
I'm sorry. Small bill I
That's
have.
what he carries
What can I say?
around.
No. It's my per diem.
That
It's
means
my
per day in Latin. Per day. You're here for the big box
Yeah, you may
conference.
notice
Have
the
you heard about
lanyards.
it?
We're
Yeah,
here on the
pretty
box
fashionable,
conference.
I'd
We're
say.
keynote speakers.
In from Toronto.
In from Toronto.
Oh, just wanted to pay for our drinks? That's
Fantastic.
fine. No,
Keep it
sure.
going.
Thank you.
All
Okay,
right,
so really good.
All
Thank
right,
you.
here, hey, keep the
Keep
change.
that change. Sorry, how much were these?
We're gonna
Oh,
need
that's
change.
way
Sorry.
less.
We overestimated the
You're gonna
cost of
need
these
that change.
drinks.
Wait.
Sorry. Thank you. Thanks for
Okay.
applying.
Wow,
Here.
didn't see you come in, ladies. Oh, is that you were already here when we got here? Maybe you didn't see us come in then. We did see us.
Well, then.
Well, then we saw each other. So, nice place. Really
Yes.
like the bar.
Oh, it's fantastic.
beautiful.
We're just staying in a room upstairs here in the hotel. This Holiday Inn Express
It's Express.
is the
great.
best.
It's so
the best
fast.
I've been
It's
to.
so
It's
fast.
amazing. Regular Holiday Inn is a tortoise compared to the speed.
No, to the
Fantastic.
All right, so, I don't know if you heard over there, here for the box.
We're from out of town.
Yeah, working on
We're
boxes.
pretty big wheels in the box making.
Well, this guy especially.
No,
You ever
listen,
heard
man.
of corrugated cardboard? I was after
That
some
was me.
Corey.
That's right. Speaker
It's
today.
not
It
a
was,
big deal.
you know,
It's a big deal.
pretty big deal in our world. We're still slapping our guns about box making. You don't care about that at
We
all.
got this
do you?
room upstairs.
We're
So
staying.
we saw you guys here, you know,
We're here
maybe
just one more night.
one
Thought we might
night.
have some
We're out of
fun.
town, never see you again.
What are you guys doing tonight?
What's up tonight?
Doing anything tonight?
Never answer yet. You don't need to answer. Don't answer now.
Answer.
Just got here.
You can think about it.
Answer in a little bit. You know, we'll just talk
Let's
first.
give it a
We're
thought.
just
But if
getting
you're
to
not,
know each other.
if you're not doing
You're not doing
anything,
anything.
our room upstairs is
Did you
fantastic.
talk about the room?
Did we mention this Holiday Inn Express? It's amazing. The amenities.
Oh, well, to meet the band.
A stationary.
They got a circle mirror in the bathroom.
Listen,
Yeah.
they have cable channels. You just don't get it home.
I've never heard of some of
Hey,
these
do you know
channels.
AMC?
What?
Have you watched Mad Men?
They're so angry all the time, aren't they?
No.
No?
Not about that. He didn't watch it.
I want to see it upstairs, I will.
Anyway. But really, honestly, if we're finishing up our drinks, maybe we can
Yeah,
take this
that's
conversation up to room 1834.
It's a very convenient elevator.
Very convenient. It's
No.
listen.
Okay.
We're coming on a little strong. A little strong. It's just because we're leaving tomorrow.
We just
you
don't want to
see.
miss this great opportunity, and I don't want you to either.
Absolutely
So yeah, look, why don't we just,
How about this?
yeah, here we go.
We finished up.
Finished up, we're done.
We're gonna go.
We're gonna go up there, we'll leave you key. You
Well,
know what?
it is.
It's in your side of the courts. There, right?
So we're gonna give you a
Give
key.
you the key, you just take
We need one
We'll
key.
give you this
We
one
need
for us.
one key.
The door's locked. They have a lock on
Lock on the door. Did we not mention the lock on the door?
It's very safe.
Very safe.
So anyway, we'll be up there, and hopefully we'll see you later.
I'm sorry.
You
Did we not?
didn't hear
Did
most
I?
of that.
Did I not mention the ice machine?
Corrugated cardboard.
It's very.
It's like literally steps from the
Very
door.
steps away. You
Deep
want ice?
cable
You want
channels.
deep cable? Anything
Remote
you
is
want. I'm
just
sorry.
nailed to the end table.
I'm getting it.
Yeah, it's in. You got the choice. You got the key there, so we'll just be over
We'll see you
here,
later.
and it'll be okay.
Do you want money?
Money?
Do you want money?
I obviously have money.
I
You saw
have
that 50 before.
$38.
Well,
I'm here.
he has
We
38
can do it.
still, so that's not enough. Well, wow. You obviously don't know a good thing when you hear it.
We're leaving
Okay.
tomorrow.
Yeah, sorry.
Bye.
Goodbye forever.
Goodbye forever.
Goodbye forever.
Sir.
Oh, hello.
Yes, hello. Welcome to Le Cochon Bouillon, the #1 food restaurant in town.
In the
The
town.
whole town. My name is Stefan. I'll be your server. Would you like to see our menu tonight?
Yeah, that'll help me choose my food.
Today's specials.
Yes, but I would.
We've got all sorts of specials tonight, sir. Our special entree tonight is the grilled Alabama cavefish fillet. Why, it's with a zesty lemon dill sauce on top of a bed of uncooked basmati rice, with a 3-bean medley on the side.
Oh, that sounds great. Tell me, is the fish fresh?
Heavens no, sir.
That's strange. Well, I don't want it then. What else do you have? Tell me.
With the soup du jour,
Uh-huh. What's that?
the soup of the day.
No, I don't know that. What is the soup?
Oh, biscottios.
I think you mean spaghettios.
What did I say?
Biscottios?
Sir, you sound like a child when you say it.
You said it like that.
If you're looking for a cocktail,
I
we
am.
have the Diefenbaker.
Oh, what's
It's
in that?
equal parts cognac and dandelion wine, cut with an oak-aged ginger ale, with a durian fruit as a garnish, with one of those fun umbrellas.
Oh, that does sound fun. Tell me, would this umbrella block the rain from me were it to pour?
No, sir. It's made of paper. It's very
just
small.
a drizzle.
Oh, too small for a human, sir. It's about 8.
But if a mouse were to use it,
Oh, good Lord.
but I do like the sound of that umbrella, but the rest of it, I don't think is for me.
I can speak
Tell
to the
me.
kitchen.
No,
Maybe we
don't-
can get
don't-
you just the umbrella?
Oh, that might be a thing. Tell me, those were really special. You weren't lying. But what if I wanted something, just something that would appetize me for the rest of my meal?
Got just the thing.
What's that?
Appetizer.
Yes.
Our most popular appetizer is the inverted Caesar salad. Why, it's a fresh mix. It's all the same ingredients as a regular Caesar salad, but just in reverse order of importance. So it's a bowl of our house-made Caesar dressing, filled almost to the top with a few sprigs of romaine lettuce.
What percentage-wise would you say is it salad dressing?
87?
It's mostly salad. And would I drink it with a spoon, or how would I eat this?
Customer's choice.
Oh, so I could use a straw, maybe.
Absolutely.
All right, well, let's put that on the back burner.
All right.
Immediately. Okay. I don't want it. What other salads? Anything else?
We have salads with salad in it.
That's the kind of salad I want.
Oh,
Tell me.
fantastic. We do have the Market Fresh tumbleweed salad. It's made with all the finest imported tumbleweed you can find, mixed in with whatever's growing in the cracks in the sidewalk outside the building.
Oh, that sounds nice, but I think I saw a vagrant urinating on that side.
Oh, yes. Those drifters urinate, though. They're by our request.
Oh, really? So this is a special thing. Well, the uric acid must do wonders for the lettuce. I don't want it, though. But then, good to know it's there.
Yes.
Okay, now this one, I know. The escargot. Now, that's snails, right?
Not the way we make it!
Okay. Oh, well, anything else? I mean, we've gone through a lot already.
We do have our McGillicuddy bruschetta. Yes, McGillicuddy bruschetta. It's made with steamed garlic toast with plum tomatoes, some tallow, and head cheese spread. Mix all right on top.
McGillicuddy. That's such a silly name.
There's nothing silly about it, sir! It's named after the Lord Admiral McGillicuddy. He died yesterday!
Oh, sorry. How did he die?
He ate this bruschetta!
I don't
In
want it.
addition to dying yesterday, he created this most unusual dish!
I think he may have died
Put
from
it on the menu in his honor!
He may have died from that very dish. I don't want to keep going.
Well, absolutely, sir. That's
Could
it
you
for
have
our
something?
entrees.
Could you have something that's not like an appetizer,
Yes.
but not a dessert, but something that I eat in the central portion?
We have entrees.
Yes, you always know what I
Well,
want.
sir, for the hardy man, and you appear to be a hardy man.
I have a heart.
That's right. We have our slow roasted African rhino stuffed with tarantulas.
Now, are those tarantulas alive?
Oh, yes, sir, yes, sir. That's why we slow roast the rhino. We find when you cut into the meat and the tarantulas crawl out, it provides most of the horrifying effect.
I just don't think I could eat a full rhino today.
Oh, well, for something a bit less, we do have
A
our...
lighter thing.
Well, we have our crispy rabbit's head soup.
Oh, that sounds
Why, it's a tomato soup made of fresh heirloom tomatoes with freshly chopped rabbit's heads, flash fried and floating on the top.
Are these rabbits heirloom as well?
Absolutely, they're all lumpy and misshapen just like the tomato.
Have they been mated with the tomato?
Yes, sir.
That's fascinating. Look,
It's an
that,
abomination.
that sounds like it. That would actually be the one I would choose.
Yes.
If not for my having eaten that very same thing yesterday. I'm
Oh,
sorry.
nice.
But so we soldier on.
Yes, we will.
Is there more?
Of course, yes, sir. Of course, we have our,
We have the same menu.
yes, we do.
Okay,
Yes, we do,
good.
sir. Yes, no, just the same. Of course, you'll see next on the menu is our baby back ribs with the Memphis-style barbecue.
Oh, I love Memphis. The king.
Elvis Presley,
Yes, he's
Yes.
from there.
a native of Memphis. You're right, sir.
Yeah. Okay. Tell me about them. Are they made of pork, these ribs?
Oh, no, sir. No.
Oh, well, then they're beef, I guess.
No, not at all.
Okay, well, lamb then?
No, sir.
Well, they must be goats.
Sir, the fact that you're asking it all is reason enough to never, ever tell you from whence the meat of these ribs.
Very, very curious, but I won't ask any more questions about those. There's too much to get to.
Yes.
Tell me,
Yes.
this. Now, this is interesting.
Oh, yes, the wild mushroom cock. Yes, it's a wild mushroom sauce atop rotisserie roasted cock.
Yes, now, of course, by cock you mean rooster.
Rooster, that's right. So yes, the chef insists on all male chickens.
Very discerning. What part of the rooster do you eat?
The penis.
Oh, okay.
Something vegetarian. We have our vegetable
Yes,
stuffed
I don't
rigatoni.
like how they treat the animals, and I've just turned vegetarian just now.
You have. Lucky for you, we do have a vegetarian option, the vegetable stuffed rigatoni.
Oh,
Rigatoni
perfect.
pasta,
Sure.
made from a sauce with tomato,
Okay.
spinach, broccoli,
Yes.
mushrooms,
Yes.
roasted peppers,
Okay.
zucchini,
Yeah.
sweet potato
That's a
fries,
little weird.
chili
Okay.
romero,
No, I don't know
plantain,
that. Oh, that's weird.
funnel cake,
What? No.
and wasabi peas.
What? Okay, look, sir, I'm gonna, no, okay, I was listening to you.
Yes.
The first several ingredients, I thought, yes, that's a very
Traditional,
conventional
yes.
rigatoni
That's right.
vegetable salad. And then you started saying weird things like wasabi and plantains. I don't want it, it's too much for me, I'm sorry. You put me off the entrees altogether.
Oh, I'm sorry, sir. We still have dessert.
Good. I've got a sweet tooth.
Oh, fantastic. Our ice cream today is our scrambled egg ice cream.
Oh, no, I usually like my egg ice cream over easy.
Oh, I see. Well, we do have our licorice and asparagus meringue with a hollandaise-infused chantilly cream.
Chantilly cream, that sounds fancy.
Sir.
Will I be eating it with the queen?
Sir, you're mocking me.
Bring
Sir,
the
stop!
queen!
Stop!
I'm sorry.
Stop!
I know, it's the queen. Okay.
We have one other item on the menu. It's your last option. We have the pie of the day.
Great. Good. Tell me, what is it?
Appalachian shitberry with a scoop of tallow on the top.
Shitberry.
Yes. Appalachian shitberry.
Okay. That sounds all right. Where do you get the tallow from?
Well, the tallow's left over from the bruschetta.
Sure.
It's rendered in bulk.
Okay, well, that's frugal of you.
Yes,
Now,
it is.
the shitberry, does it taste how it sounds?
Oh, it does, sir. Absolutely delicious.
Oh, well, then I'll have it. That's the
Oh,
one.
fantastic.
That's
Great.
the one I'll have.
Fantastic, sir.
Now tell me, do you accept rocks as payment?
Rocks as payment? Of course we do! It costs us 3 rocks.
Okay, well, can you make change for this boulder? Your Honor, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, distinguished guests, Mom and Daddy, Your Holiness, We've all heard the facts of the case today. And we've all heard my client's version of the events in question. And of course, we've also heard my esteemed colleague's version of the events in question. Now, it is up to you, ladies and gentlemen of the juries, to determine who is telling the truth and who is, as they say in Kentucky, pissing up an armadillo's duty hole. Now, you're going to hear a lot of fancy sounding words from my esteemed colleague over here. He's going to try to dazzle you with fancy sounding terms like ironclad DNA evidence and positive identification and sworn confession by the defendants. But I assure you, it'll amount to no more than hearsay, thereasay, everywhere I say. So, ladies and gentlemen, I implore you to do what is in your heart and find my client not guilty.
Objection!
Withdrawn.
Ladies and gentlemen, you look intelligent, capable of complex reasoning. Why, you're probably aware of your own consciousness. You have the ability to acquire knowledge and skills. You probably use tools. Perhaps even make tools with your opposable thumb. That's why it should be obvious to intelligent people like you and me that you should pay my colleague no heed here. For as you already know, this man is an idiot! It's clear as rain for you and me that this man is obviously as dumb as the day is long. Now, of course, you might think if you saw him talking in passing, he talks well enough that, hey, you might think he's a functional bipedal human. But hey, the J. Burke can squawk all day too. Does that make it Cicero all of a sudden? Of course not! Closer, ladies and gentlemen. Look at them. Droopy, beady eyes. Lumpy old head. Why, I dare say my colleague's quite lucky that phrenology was discredited in the 19th century. Otherwise, he would have been sterilized and hung from a tree long ago!
Get you!
Withdraw!
I dare say we all saw quite a performance from my esteemed colleague over here. I dare say you look like a young Clark Gable, strutting up and down like a peacock on his wedding day. Well, Mr. Gable, I don't know about you, but frankly, my dear, I do give a damn about this case. Now, did my client make some mistakes? Of course he did. Does my client have some regrets? You bet. But is my client guilty? Yes, he is, and I rest my case.
Objection!
I withdraw.
We've established that my colleague here is dumb. I proposed it in theory any more than proved it with the dribble that just poured out his mouth. Now, what's abundantly clear at this juncture, though, is that this man not only has the looks and mental capacity of a sack of potatoes, no! He's also dirty. Dirtier than a dirty old snake that burrowed himself in a toilet seat made out of wicker!
Strange metaphor.
It is! You see, it's not enough that the grunts and sundry noise pollution coming out his mouth was as insipid as a hobo fighting over corn dog. No! They're also lies. This man is a liar!
I am not a liar.
Oh, listen to this subterfuge. For all we know, you're lying right now about not being a liar!
Well, then I am a liar.
He admits it! He admits it! Write it down on the record! This man's a liar! He says as much himself!
Just lying about being a liar is all.
I rest my case.
No objection.
Take it on!
Well. You know, that is exactly what I'd expect a man of your sort to say. And, oh, just so we're clear, by your sort, I mean a grade A jacket in it.
Hey.
Yeah. I thought to myself, what would a grade A jacket in it say? And then the words that came to my mind were